All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our very first live Ask Us Anything. Can we get a round of applause, a cheer from everyone?
Woo,
yeah. There are real live human beings here.
So film before a live audience.
That's right. We've got a live park studio audience.
That's right.
So you have sent in some questions that you were dying to know about Rhonda. And so we are going to let them fly right now. Okay. And we'll start with some light ones and then get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
At least some jinx. We're on the same brainwave here.
That's right.
Okay. What is something that brings you joy?
Something that brings me joy. Well, I love to throw parties. And so I love when my backyard is like filled with a bunch of people and I don't know them all.
That's good.
And they're like swimming and talking and eating and hanging out. Like that's one of my favoriteest things. And it brings me a lot of joy to see all that. And I love when people don't know each other, they meet each other and find connections. And I think that's made this summer of COVID very hard. We have barbecued fewer hamburgers this summer than ever. And that's been hard, but that brings me incredible joy.
Well, this is potentially related to that. What's your favorite dinner item? And we'll nuance it a little bit.
Okay.
It could be the same thing, but it might be different.
Okay.
Your favorite dinner item to eat or your favorite dinner item to serve?
Okay, well, I don't love to cook. I would much rather be hosting the party and let other people bring the food. Although I really like really great colored plates and dishes. So I've got all that stuff. You just have to bring the food. So if we were hosting, I would probably convince my husband to be part of it. We probably would serve carne asada with homemade salsa. Kevin makes bomb salsa. So I would take credit for here we've made the dinner, but I didn't really do so much. But yeah, that's our go-to for hosting. If it's eating, I love Korean food, so probably dulse bibimbap or seafood pancake or some of that, say japchae, some of that kind of stuff. I love good Korean food.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yum. Okay. There's a massive assumption in this question.
Okay.
What do you like to do for fun in your free time?
How do you spell that? Free
time.
Can I ask for a definition? Free time. If it was it depends. If it's an hour, then probably a good book in my favorite chair with a cup of coffee. But if it's longer than that, definitely camping with my family at the beach.
There we go.
Yeah,
at the beach.
Yeah. We also are mountain people, but beaches tend to be.
Beach camping is a
Although
fun deal.
traveling with my family is my favorite. We've been quite a few places in the world, and that's definitely my favorite.
Okay, well, on that note, if money weren't an issue and you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why, and what would you do there?
That's easy for me. Thailand. Thailand's the place. I only have 2 places really I want to go yet in the world, and that's definitely one of them. Partially because it is gorgeous. And because I love Thai food, so add that to my after Korean food, Thai food. And we have a lot of really good friends there. We were really good friends with Team 2000 that went through MB Mission years ago, and we've stayed in touch with them and been part of kind of that general ministry. So we'd love to go there. Yeah, definitely.
What Enneagram number are you?
Oh gosh. Yeah, well, I'm a 3. I'm a significant list maker. Had I taken out stock in Post-its when they first started, I would be wealthy because of my own purchasing.
Yeah.
Okay, so revealing, I have a day timer that's about this thick. This is the thickness of it. It's a big one. Everything gets in there, and then there's the clipboard that has all the lists. And so even tomorrow's list is made down to the hour, and then there's the side column of what I could do if I could get ahead of that, and then there's the Post-it notes on the bathroom mirror in the morning before But it's not that I'm an Enneagram 3. I don't care about the I don't need things on the wall of all these degrees. It's not that kind of achiever. It's I like to create opportunities for people. So it's I'm doing things because people can connect, or they can learn more about themselves, or I can set up places for people to interact. That's the motivation I think behind the doing. Although there's lots of healing that needs to
Yeah.
happen there of my own like identity stuff, but we'll save that for another time.
Okay, this is a this is a fun one that you don't have to answer.
Oh, okay.
Who was your favorite Micah project intern, and why was it Stacy?
Okay. So I actually had a couple interns text me like, "This is my question. I'm going to turn in."
That's funny.
So my answer would be, I
Yay.
love all of them.
Good answer.
They're all my favorite, but they're my favorite for different reasons.
Good.
So some of them are my favorite because they make me laugh. Some of them are my favorite because they've like
Make you cry?
because it made me cry. Yes, we've had some tears. But some of them are my favorite because they worked so hard to overcome barriers to even apply for the program and be willing to do the hard work that the program gives you opportunity to do. So those are my favorite that I can cheer along. I think when I can see how they leave the program, and to me, like they're the future, they're going to change the world wherever they are. And if I could be a little slice of that to speak possibility into their life, then I'm thrilled to do that. So for me, like they're all my favorite for
Love
lots
it.
of different ways. But I'm sure that's from Stacy. I don't doubt that. I know Mike wanted to know that too.
Good.
Mike and Shelby have like an ongoing battle, and that's how they sign emails, like your number one intern. And yeah, there's a lot there.
Okay, give us the bullet points of this maybe, but tell us about the day Kevin asked you to marry him.
Okay, it was June 3rd, 1989. And I knew it was going to happen soon because we were getting ready to leave for a family reunion that he was coming along to. And so I knew it was happening soon. And we were spending the weekend with some friends of ours up at a cabin someplace. And so the guys were sleeping up in this loft, and Jana and I were sleeping downstairs in the bed. And he woke me up, like he came to the side of my bed. So I'm in my pajamas. I look like, you do in the morning. And he's like kneeling by the side of my bed. And I was like, what? Like I'm not ready. This is not what I had planned. Like it really kind of threw me off. So yes, he did. And to his credit, when we looked for rings, I'm wearing a different one today, but I wanted a ring with like rubies in it. And he like made me promise I would you always really love red and always really love rubies. I'm like, I promise I love rubies. So he gave me a beautiful ring, and
Yay.
yeah, we got married that December. So
Good. Okay, we'll end with this one. What is something that you feel like God is inviting you to grow in?
I think sometimes growth comes through really hard things, and I think this last year and a half or 2 years of our life has been challenging for a lot of kind of personal family reasons. But then to add on top this fall with my mom being hospitalized, I think growing into being able to say to people, I don't have the capacity to do that, and this is what I can do, and it's not going to be done as well as I could, and not having my identity be connected to how well I can do things, and finding freedom and lots of grace for myself in the midst of that. Yeah.
Well, that'll be a gift to us all. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, friends. Well, thank you for these awesome questions. Let's give a round of applause to Rhonda for answering so beautifully. So next up, I'm just going to speak this into existence. We're going to have Pastor Connie on the hot seat. She may have taken off. So
She's right there.
Haha. That's right. Pastor Connie is coming up next. You heard it here first. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining. Bye.